guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about this hair clip and similar ones that I have here. So in this video I will be showing you how to make bad hair clips, and the ones that I am showing you right now are two sizes. So the one I have in my hair is the small size, and the one I have here is a big size. If you do not feel like making these yourself, I also sell these on my Etsy store, both in this pleather material as well as the felt material. So for this tutorial you will need a cutting board. I'm using one with rulers on them so that I can find more easily the measurements I need. You will also need some paper to make your pattern out of, a pen and a pencil, the pencil to trace the pattern onto the paper, and a pen to trace the pattern onto the fabric. If you're using a dark fabric, get a white tailor's chalk. You will also be needing a cutter knife and scissors, cutter knife to cut out your pattern onto the paper, and scissors to cut out your actual shape into the felt or the fabric that you're using. Some clips. Glue. I'm using E6000 to glue the clip to the bow, and then I'm using my glue gun to glue the actual bow, so the felt of the bow. I have some spare glue sticks. You will obviously be needing fabric or felt, and today I'm gonna work with the red felt. So first we're gonna create our stencil, and you will just need regular paper for this, and I have like a ruler here on top of my paper, so I'm going from 0 to whatever I want, and I have already made some stencils, so I'm just looking here. This one is 20 centimeters from tip to tip, and then the middle is 10 centimeters. So you basically make a triangle that is 20 by 10, so you just connect the sides, and then you make these tiny arches in it. So the big one obviously has more than the small one. So my smaller one is a bit different than the bigger one. It's a little less long here, so it is 14 centimeters from tip to tip, and then 5.5 from top to bottom. So once you've created your pattern, you're gonna trace it onto the fabric. I'm taking felt for this, so you just put your piece onto the felt and then trace it with the pen. You're just going along the edges of everything, and then afterwards, when you have it, you're gonna cut it out with your scissors. One thing that I like to do is just fold it in half and see that both sides match up, and if there's any edges that you think need correcting, so if there's any harsh lines, I just go over it just to make them smooth so that they're actually round and not angular. And what I like about felt is that you don't have to do anything else with it. You just have to cut it and you're done with it. But if you're using fabric that might fray, for example the fake leather that I use, I'm always going over the edge with some glue. So I'm just taking my pleather fabric and going over these edges with fabric glue so that the edges will not come undone once you've made the bow. What you will also need to make this bow is a tiny strip of fabric, so I'm just going to look at the middle and just decide how much I will need. So this is the strip that will go around the bow. Once you have this bow, it is time to fold it. What I like to do is I fold it halfway inwards and then back out. And this is the shape that you create, and this is the shape that I personally really like. If you like another shape, that is fine as well. In the meantime, I'm heating up my glue gun already. And you're just gonna put a tiny bit of glue in the middle of this bow and press it firmly together. And if you have any glue threads, just pull them away right now, because otherwise they will stick to the felt. So once one side is closed, you will open the other sides. Just put a tiny dash of glue. Press it close again. Tiny bit of glue and press it closed again. And now the bow will keep its shape. If you're working with pleather or anything else and you're using regular fabric glue, I suggest taking a clip and putting a clip that you like use for laundry on top of here so that it keeps its shape. If you're working on multiple pieces at a time, that's what I do. So once we have that, I'm just gonna trim this strip because I find it a bit too thick. So now it is, I believe, yeah, 1.5 centimeters wide, and I'm just gonna wrap this around the middle part, like so. And I'm gonna put a tiny bit of glue on one end. And then when I get to the other side, you can just cut up the piece that is left over. And what I sometimes like to do is fold it over, but with felt it is not necessary, so I'm just gonna cut it how short I want this piece to be so that it just wraps around. And then I'm gonna take another tiny bit of glue, put it on here, and then close it. Now that the bow is finished, we're gonna put a clip on it. I am using these alligator clips. These are metal clips, and these are 4.5 centimeters long and 1 centimeter wide. I'm just putting a tiny bit of X6000 here where I want the clasp to be, and then I'm just gonna press it on and let it sit to dry. This will take about 5 minutes, and then your clasp is done. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do not feel like creating your own bat hair clip, but you still want one, I have them for sale on my Etsy store and on my Facebook page. They vary between 5 and 10 euros depending on the material and the size that they are in. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you recreate these, I would love to see them, and I will see you in my next Halloween video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.